How Vienna sausages are made in factory, from meats to can. Lock in. It's like the holy mecca for us.
If you think Vienna sausages magically appear in shiny little cans, perfectly stacked and swimming in mystery liquid, think again. Behind that innocent tin lies a world of steel grinders, pink goo, liquid smoke, and enough USDA rules to make your head spin faster than a meat mixer. Our story begins, as all great culinary legends do, with leftovers. In the fluorescent light of an industrial kitchen, massive bins of meat trimmings, the uneven, fatty bits left behind when butchers carve steaks and chops, wait for their destiny. These are not your premium cuts. These are the outcasts of the meat world. But where others see waste, Vienna sausage makers see potential. The trimmings, often a mix of chicken, beef, and pork, are frozen into neat blocks and shipped off to processing plants, ready for reincarnation. The U.S. Department of Agriculture sets the rules. No more than 30% fat is allowed in these sausages. That's right, somewhere a government official is making sure your canned meat doesn't get too fancy. Peek at a can from Libby's or Armour, and you'll find the first clue to the mystery: mechanically separated chicken. That's the polite scientific term for pink slime. Sounds horrifying. Relax, it's not as bad as it looks. Or maybe it is, but it's legal and
I'll be honest with y'all, I feel like this video is gonna make me hate Vienna sausages.
tasty enough to sell millions of cans a year. Then, workers dump the frozen meat blocks into an industrial grinder, and within seconds it's transformed into a thick pink paste. This is where mechanically separated meat takes center stage. High-pressure machines
That shit look like potted meat.
squeeze every last bit of edible tissue off the bone, creating that infamous rosy puree. It's efficiency at its most unapologetic. According to food scientists, MSM helps reduce waste in meat production and ensures consistent texture in sausages. However, mechanically separated beef is banned from human food, while pork and poultry are still allowed. Companies just have to list it clearly on the label. They can use as much MSM poultry as they want, but no more than 20% MSM pork. The law giveth, the law limiteth. Now comes the alchemy of turning the pink mush into something vaguely appetizing. In the mixing room, the paste meets its new friends: water or ice, starch or binder flour, salt, spices, and yes, corn syrup. Because even sausages need a sweet side. The ice cools the mixture, preventing it from cooking too soon. The USDA insists that cooked sausages can only contain...
Yeah, but this is how Vienna sausages are made, oh son. That motherfucking shit looks rough, dude. But that right there in that little mixture, that looks like potted meat, man. That's where potted meat stops. As y'all go no further down the line, dude, they start scooping it out, putting it in cans. Corn syrup.
Up to 10% water, so workers have to keep a careful balance. Meanwhile, binder flour steps in as the unsung hero, ensuring the sausages don't shrink or lose shape during cooking. It's like sausage Botox, keeps everything firm and photogenic. Recent food studies have even experimented with swapping pork fat for sunflower oil or adding dietary fiber to make healthier Vienna sausages. One 2024 study showed sunflower oil versions lost less fat during cooking and maintained the same juicy texture. Another added fiber, improving nutrition and cutting nitrites by 15%. So while...
Is that motherfucker wood? You eat that. It goes in our mouth. Looks scrumptious. What I just said is made the exact same way. Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is, though, is this shit. It's just like, I eat Vienna sausages more than bologna and hot dogs. This motherfucking shit looks goddamn awful. Fucking, is that wood chips, dude?
Vienna sausages aren't exactly kale smoothies. Science is trying its best. After this, everything goes into the sausage stuffer, which is a machine that looks part octopus, part fire hose. A long tube of cellulose casing, which is a non-edible membrane made from plant fiber, slides onto the nozzle. Workers tie one end, and then, voila! A pink river of sausage begins to flow. The casing expands like a balloon being filled, stretching sometimes up to 80 feet long before being coiled onto racks. It's mesmerizing and slightly unsettling. You must be thinking, why cellulose? Because it's porous, allowing liquid smoke to seep in later for that signature.
Dude, I know y'all are fucking with me. They didn't really put wood in the Viennas, did they? There's no way. Whatever that shit was they was talking about just looked like wood. That has to be what it was. Can I pull your pink river of sausage, Michael? Hell yeah. What the fuck is going on, dude? This shit looks nasty. And that shit said non-edible casings. I'm so confused. I was like, I don't know if they're like cutting them out of the casings or like what the fuck's going on.
Smoky flavor. It's also easily peeled off later, ensuring the final product is skinless. In other words, what goes on in the casing stays in the casing until it's time to strip it off. Then comes the role of a wooden smokehouse. In the Vienna sausage factory, smoke doesn't waft, it showers. In 1983, an inventor named Robert R. Hirschfeld patented a machine that showered sausages with liquid smoke in a continuous loop. No pauses, no waiting around, just a meat conveyor under a rain of artificial hickory aroma. This liquid smoke reacts with proteins on the surface of the sausage, forming a delicate skin that helps hold the shape after the casing is peeled. It's chemistry disguised as flavor. Think of it as the sausage equivalent of a spray tan, quick, efficient, and slightly suspicious. Once smoked, the sausages march into giant ovens for baking. They emerge glistening, fragrant, and slightly nervous about their next step. The cold water shower. A blast of salty water cools the sausages instantly, preventing overcooking and locking in flavor. Then comes the most entertaining part, the sausage peeler. This machine is pure mechanical joy. A tiny blade slits the casing, steam blows it off, and a vacuum slurps up the cellulose remnants. What shoots out the other end looks like smooth pink hoses being launched into freedom.
Is this Vienna sausages or motherfucking hot dogs? So I ain't never ate no big-ass Vienna sausages like that, bro. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening here.
To prevent mix-ups, the casings are marked with a dark stripe. So if a sausage goes to packaging still dressed, it's easy to spot. And thus, the Vienna sausage is finally naked, proud, and ready for its close-up. Until the 1950s, an army of women hand-packed sausages into cans, one piece at a time. Then came Bernard T. Henskin, a man who looked at the tedious process and said, "There has to be a machine for this." His 1955 invention sliced the long sausage strands into perfect 2-inch pieces, rotated the cans and stuffed them automatically. A single device could replace dozens of workers and churn out 400 cans per minute. Factories like Armour and Libby adopted it quickly, transforming Vienna sausage production into a ballet of gears and pistons. Each can usually hold 7 sausages, though the machines can be adjusted for different counts. Watching them zip along conveyor belts is oddly hypnotic, like watching pink soldiers march into tiny metal coffins. Now we arrive at the liquid that confuses everyone. That thick, salty, slightly gelatinous stuff inside your can? It's not mystery goo, it's science. Back in 1961, Ralph Triller and Virgil Rupp noticed a problem. Sausages stored in plain brine were losing protein and flavor over time. Their solution? Replace water with broth. Their patent became the gold standard. Today, each flavor of Vienna sausage has its own custom potion. The original variety rests in a gentle pool of rich chicken broth, simple but comforting. The hot and spicy version gets a fiery upgrade.
I thought they was going to say some like weird ass shit. Like, it sets in like a mix of different chemicals, not typically safe for human consumption, but was passed by the EA in 1962. You know what I mean? And I was gonna be like, I've been drinking that shit, bro. I don't like he called it a potion. Yeah, it's very disturbing. Why are they black? I think that was just like, well, I think that was just a case, and I don't think the sausage itself was black, was it? I don't know. This whole video's had me kind of tripping. It's like I just opened my eyes up, and not only that, but like I'm watching like how one of my favorite foods is made, and I gotta be honest with you boys, I knew it wasn't made right, but it really ain't sitting well with me.
Soaking in a mix of tomato puree, hot sauce, and vinegar that wakes up the taste buds. Meanwhile, the barbecue flavor takes a smokier path, swimming in a blend of tomato paste, vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, and a hint of smoke flavor that gives it that backyard grill charm, even if it was...
I thought it was Worcestershire sauce. He said Worcestershire sauce. I thought it was Worcestershire sauce. Am I saying it wrong?
...born on a factory line. That too saucy feeling, right? That's deliberate. It keeps the sausage juicy and shelf-stable for months. Sealing the can is a mechanical masterpiece in itself. Seamer machines grab empty cans, fill them, place lids, and seal them tight, up to 600 cans per minute. The sealed tins are then sprayed with water for cleaning before taking the final trip into massive pressure canners, known as retorts. These industrial beasts sterilize the cans under heat and pressure, killing bacteria and ensuring shelf life. Think of it as a pressure cooker on steroids, big enough to fit an entire truckload of sausages. Some factories use manual retorts, while others have boxcar-sized automated systems. After cooling, the cans are labeled, weighed, and checked for imperfections before heading to your supermarket shelf. Even in this mechanical paradise, things occasionally get messy. In February 2023, food giant ConAgra Brands had to recall nearly 2.6 million pounds of Vienna sausages after discovering leaking cans in warehouses. Something had gone awry during sealing, perhaps a bent roller, or maybe tiny dents in the cans from the start. No one got sick, but millions of sausages went to waste, and the recall dented consumer trust. It was a painful reminder that even a perfectly engineered process can unravel because of one small mistake.
Y'all ever had them Libby's? The Libby's Vienna sausages ain't horrible, dude. Like the original ones. I don't know if they have like multiple flavors like Armour's does, but the Libby's ain't bad. Worcestershire sauce. But like I'm saying, the Libby's ain't bad, dude. My favorite one obviously is Armour. I don't know what the fuck them yellow ones was we was eating that day, but they taste like shit. But the Libby's ain't horrible. I can eat Libby's in a pinch, but I would just prefer Armour, if I'm being honest with you. And my brother also likes the Walmart Great Value ones. He said the Walmart Great Value Vienna sausages ain't bad. Anyone who's eating Vienna sausages isn't worried about a leaking can. They should have sold them discounted. I'm a little worried about a leaking can because I like that juice, son. And if that juice ain't in there, I'm going to be madder than hell. I don't pay $1 a can for no juice now.
As the USDA's Food Safety Inspection Service notes,
I had to put a little red label on them that says juiceless.
quality control in such factories involves checking everything from can pressure to nitrite levels to be kept under 80 milligrams per kilogram. Machines can test flavor liquids, while spectrometers analyze meat composition down to a decimal.
Exactly, but 50 cents a can, you might just not worry about it. Nah, for 50 cents a can, I definitely probably wouldn't worry about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Especially if they was honest with me, they was like, yo, ain't no juice in these bitches. We're selling them for 50 cents a can. I'd probably buy a bunch of them. Just, that's who I am.
In other words, every can of Vienna sausages goes through more scrutiny than a Hollywood red carpet outfit. Vienna sausages may be tiny, but they live long lives. Studies show that these vacuum-sealed, sterilized products can last up to 2 years unopened. That's longer than most New Year's resolutions, but ensuring that longevity means constant testing. Scientists use near-infrared, hyperspectral imaging to measure nitrite levels and confirm color uniformity. They even analyze the microbial population in sausages to detect early spoilage signs. It's not glamorous work, but it keeps the sausages safe and the lawsuits away. Once labeled and boxed, the sausages begin their quiet journey to supermarkets and pantries around the world. The global market for canned sausage products is projected to grow at a 3.5% annual rate through 2028, especially in the Asia-Pacific regions, where ready-to-eat meats are increasingly popular. Factories continue innovating, testing fiber-enriched, reduced sodium, and vegetable fat versions to please health-conscious consumers. Food engineers, nutritionists, and marketers all play their part in ensuring that the next generation of Vienna sausages is just as nostalgic and maybe slightly less guilty. So, what really...
Y'all think in 2020, when the pandemic happened, the quality of Vienna sausages went down? Like as far as like flavor and shit like that goes? Because I noticed that there's a lot of other things that I used to love that just fucking went to shit during COVID. Fuck. If you're health conscious, maybe you shouldn't be eating Vienna sausages. Oh, fuck. Did y'all hear me? My bad, boys. I just realized I ain't snapped nobody back all day. And that shit was starting to fall apart. The video sounded like I was really disappointed about busting a nut. Post-nut clarity. But yes, Doritos definitely used to be better. I think a lot of things used to be better before the pandemic happened. I think Vienna sausages used to be better. There's this thing that I eat. I think I brought it up yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. It's called chicken spread. It's in a can. Used to be a whole lot better, dude, before the pandemic. And also literally any fast food. Yeah, I agree, dude. Taco Bell used to be a lot better. Which Taco Bell's still good, don't get me wrong. It's not like it went downhill, but you can tell they skipping on certain things now, son. I don't know, if anybody else ever ate them, but I used to eat a lot of those frozen, like, banquet dinners, And one of them was the chicken Alfredo with the broccoli in it. That shit used to be fucking good, dude. Now, after the pandemic, the goddamn chicken ain't nothing but, like, gristle and fat and shit, and I can't eat it no more, man. It makes me want to throw up. Anyone knows me knows my love for Taco Bell, dude. I have a strong passion for Taco Bell, son. Sorry if this is TMI, but that video made me puke. That never bothered me, but being sick, it did bother me. God damn, oh son. How I rocked you to sleep last night, oh son. Is that what happened? Passed out, Timmy. Or when they got rid of the fucking quesarito and broke my goddamn heart. I don't think I've ever had one, dude. The only thing they ever got rid of that broke my heart, but they eventually brought it back, was the Mexican pizza. Because I was one of the motherfuckers that was actively eating the Mexican pizza back in the day. And then all of a sudden they just got rid of that bitch. And I was like, hey, what the fuck? Y'all can tell me shut the fuck up if you don't want to hear it. Don't bother me. Nah, ain't nobody got a problem with you, baby. I'm sorry it made you throw up, fuck. We ain't even done yet. We almost done now. We got like 1 minute left. Like damn near to the tea. All right.
Is a Vienna sausage, a survivor, a product of ingenuity, chemistry, regulation, and more stainless steel than a spaceship. Born from scraps, bathed in liquid smoke, stripped of its casing, chopped, canned, and boiled under pressure, this humble pink cylinder has earned its place in global food culture. Sure, it might not win a Michelin star, but whether you grew up eating it with crackers or you discovered it during a camping trip, there's something oddly comforting about it. Maybe it's the taste of childhood, or maybe it's just the sodium. Either way, it's here to stay. So
or maybe it's because I'm goddamn poor. That could be why.
Next time you open a can of Vienna sausages, take a moment, listen to that satisfying pop, inhale that smoky aroma, and know that behind that little can lies over a century of food science, clever engineering, and just a touch of madness.
Why does he keep saying like smoky, like how it's made? W. Allen, thank you for that video, brother. That shit was dope. That did make me feel strange about Vienna sausages, but hell yeah!